Yeah. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys.
Yeah. I realize this. I realize this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Bulls in Chicago. For Chicago, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Burton in at point guard. Will Barton is out there with Portis. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Brooks in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Chicago. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Utah Jazz. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Thunder have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Matthews, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
Burton, the pass to Brooks. Here's Burton. He's covered by Matthews. Burton, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the shot is good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here's Matthews, guarded closer. Here's the break. And again, another one in from Burton.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon. Because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Durant. Here's Vaughn. Durant up top. 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Burton. Lets it go from the wing. Another one falls for Chicago.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Durant. Feeds it to Matthews. Screen by Smith. Dishes it to Durant. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 33 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the
Woo. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And he gets it to go.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Vaughn. With a floater. That's tipped. Fires from deep. And again, the three-point shot from Burton.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark, a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself,
right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. Okay, everyone, we obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. For Indiana, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing.
One of the most important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. The Pacers look to take charge, and we're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. They come into this one very confident. They feel like this is a game they should win against a team that struggled. We'll see if they can take care of business.
And this should be fun, guys. They see this team a lot, 4 times during the regular season. And so far, they've split the first 2, so they seem pretty evenly matched. A chance to build some confidence with the win tonight.
Yeah, I think they're really highly motivated in this one. I mean, it becomes a pretty good chess match at this point. As you mentioned, both teams evenly matched. You've seen each other a few times. You know each other's tendencies. And the coaches really can factor in games and situations like this.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Burton in at point guard. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Butler in at the 2 spot.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Burton, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Freak.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Randolph a screen. Hill dishes to Ellis. Turner with a screen on Butler. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Portis.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Outside, George. Teardrop shot. Burton grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Here's Hill. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Hill kicks to Ellis. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Butler passes to Burton. Another 3 for Chicago.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Ellis. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And now, let's hear it for your Ace Base. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through the professor. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Portis. The tray. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Ellis kicks to Randolph. Here's Turner. Here's George. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Outside Hill. Over in the corner, Ellis. And the 3 off target. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Cleveland.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here is Mirotic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Pacers trail by 17.
For 3.
Hill with it. Randolph a screen. The 3. And George Hill, good for 3. Hill's got a couple of threes now in the first for Indiana.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's his second foul already.
Pacers shooting well, 50% from the floor. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Burton, he's in at point guard. Mirotic is out there with Portis. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Noah in at the 5.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Another one falls for Chicago.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Stuckey. And that one's good. Stuckey's got 6.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Burton. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Here's Barton. Can't hit. And Indiana will come the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now Beverly following the 3-point attempt by Freak. One-on-one here. And that one goes long. Pacers trail by 17. And Turner kicks to Ellis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. And we'll look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in.
And what a tremendous game for the professor. He has 17 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Both free throws good from Burton. Here's Hill. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. And a chance to check out the numbers for the professor. Third in steals, 6th in assists, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And, you know, it's his lightning-quick hands that have made him one of the best at taking the ball away from opponents. He's also got excellent anticipation.
Here's Barton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. And that one's good, Burton.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hill dishes to Turner. Jang a screen. Poked away. Fast break, here they come. Here's Burton. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
The 19-foot shot, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside Hill. Pass to Ellis. From the line, the shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
Yet, despite that, it was close enough that they didn't need a perfect game from everybody. A hot hand or a bounce here or there might have gotten them over the hump.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Over to the wing. Barton passes to Burton. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yes, Will Barton. Timeout charged to the Pacers. Here we go, Pacers fans.
Take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Freak, third.
You know, he's been reliably getting takeaways all season long. And those kinds of plays that he makes change the course of a ball game.
Pacers trail by 21. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Now Hill following the three-point attempt by Freak. Ellis outside. Five to shoot. Now the feed to Hill. From outside the arc. They get it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. A look at Chicago. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And checking out Indiana, a half game back.
And looking at Chicago, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
The drive by Hill inside. That's good from Randolph on the assist by Hill. Randolph's got his first bucket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
To the wing right side. And George kicks to Hill. And George, here we go. It's back to Hill. Fires the three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
Complete domination. What a game for Hill. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Chicago making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Portis, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Mirotic. And he makes all three.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's Burton. He has 30. Butler on the wing. They set the screen. And it drops once again. The bucket from Burton. Burton's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so here is Indiana. It's a 16-point game. George passes to Rhodes. The 11-footer. That's good. 8 points for him.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew on.
Hill, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Hill. Now, here's George. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
The Bulls leading by 16. There's the dish to Rose. Goes up on the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. Rose has got his second basket of the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Beverly dishes to Randolph. It's George on the wing, defended by Butler. George against Butler, 6 to shoot. The 19-foot shot, a nice shot by George. George has got 6.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Burton, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And Beverly kicks to George. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Now the pass to Burton. From outside the arc, and that one's good. Burton's got 35.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
George against Butler. Rhodes passes to Beverly.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn.